Welcome to this week's episode of the Pink Property Podcast. I'm Leo Bryan, here with my colleague David Kirby.
Morning.
And we're talking today about the most prominent thing in our week, which is the results of the spring budget.
Absolutely.
Probably one of the most anticipated budgets for a real long time. First, certainly the first one that I've sat through in its entirety for quite some time. But I think it was quite interesting. It's got some good bits about it, and we wanted to talk to you about some of the bits that impact the property market and our world today.
Yeah, I think that's why we've looked into it so seriously. It's got some big bits that affect the property market, which obviously affect us here directly. So main focus is they have extended the stamp duty holiday. That now goes till the end of June. So 30th of June, you'll still be exempt from paying stamp duty, up to £500,000. So that's great. Then after that, for the next 3 months, they've decided to raise the bar from stamp duty exemption at 125 up to 250. So you won't pay any stamp duty on your first £250,000. And then at the end of September, it will go back to as it was, paying stamp duty from 125. So yeah, like we were saying this morning, great, extends it for another 3 months, which will give some confidence to the market and will help the current transactions go through. Yeah. But then after that, slightly slower, gradual effect back into the market with increasing that first free bit of stamp duty up to 250,000. So
yeah, I think that's good. I do think it, like you said, gives that easing in and stops that cliff edge from coming. Where it will complete back to normal.
Which is the problem with what we had previously, that 31st of March was
a cliff edge moment, normal. Wasn't it?
Now we get another 3 months to get this transaction through, and then a gradual release back to normal.
Return to normal. Yeah.
So all positive. So and a result. We know what we're doing now. So you can budget on what you're going to do. So,
saves that a little bit of uncertainty and a few tears that would have come at the end of March really, if you didn't quite meet it. That has been moved on, so those people should be able to get through. Second big thing that came out of the budget was the announcement around the budget. So the government assisting with the 95% loan to value mortgages. At the moment, they have said it's an incentive providing a guarantee to lenders on up to 95% of the loan being made to first-time buyers only. So it is a first-time buyer product, but it would, in its essence, allow you to purchase a property with only a 5% deposit, as long as you can afford the mortgage for the amount. But the government are there in some form supporting and giving the lenders confidence to be able to get back to this lending, because it was only probably 6 or 8 weeks ago that we were announcing that 90% mortgages were back in the general market with no government support, and now it's taken it that step further.
Some mainstream lenders have agreed to this already, which is nice. So some of the big high street banks that we'll have all heard of have committed, and with more coming to the market. So we'll have some more details on this, and as and when we do, obviously we partner with Foster's Financial, and Kirsty in the office will give us some more updates as and when she gets it. And we'll deliver it to you guys.
And then, sort of off the back of that, the overall feeling in the market since the announcement has been incredible. I mean, the phones have rung off the hook here this week. Inquiries into the branch have risen 35% this week. Rightmove have announced that Wednesday, probably more notably Wednesday afternoon, was their busiest day on record ever.
There you go.
The site had over 9 million visits in a single day, up 6% on its previous ever record, and its previous ever record was the last budget. And I think obviously, so there, a little bit of a tie in there, but the people, I think, were waiting. I really do. I think they were waiting to make a decision and push.
You can make a plan, can't you?
And now they sort of jump back into the market with gusto, which is brilliant. And I'm really positive about what's to come in terms of new properties coming to market, prices being achieved, and the market really, really moving.
It's potentially a 15 grand savings. So it's a massive thing when you move in house. And helps with your budget. So
definitely.
Good to hear.
bit of an update on sort of our stats. So our February stats came in, and I know we talked about this before on the podcast in previous episodes. Average time to sell now for the business, and this is the entire business across the country, 38 days on the market. So from the day that you launch to the day that you go under offer is at 38 days. That is coming down, and it is working its way down. Average price, percentage of the asking price achieved is at 98%. So there really isn't much negotiation going on in the market at the moment. We're able to achieve really strong prices. And the average number of viewers per sale is 8. And again, that is a number that's falling.
That is lower.
It is, it being sort of 15 at one point, and it's just gradually come down and down. Again, I think massively back to our adaptation into technology and the way in which we are being far stricter with the people that are able to physically view the properties, the videos that we're putting out there, and the information packs on the properties that we're providing to allow people to make a more informed decision before making the effort to come and view a property. So our viewers are much more serious. It allows us to disturb you less, but get good people in front of you and achieve that higher rate of the price that we're asking.
That's great.
Couple of questions this week, are all budget related, but the first one, and Dave, I'm going to give this one to you, is the stamp duty available to, the stamp duty exemption, is this available to landlords?
Yes, so as was, obviously, as a landlord, you will get that exemption of normal stamp duty, but you will have to still pay your 3% extra as a landlord buyer. So yes, there is still a saving, but you do still have to pay the extra bit because you're a landlord.
So yeah, just 3% on anything up to half a mil, basically, for now, until the end of June. Good.
Which is great. And question for you, Lee, how do I apply for the government-backed 95% mortgage?
So I've had a chat with Kirsty, our financial broker, this morning to just double check on this, but essentially in exactly the same way as you would do before. The brokers have access to all of the, our broker has access to the full mortgage panel, so can deal with all of the lenders in the market. As you mentioned previously, a lot of the mainstream lenders have already said that they're going to be involved in this. The finer detail of the application process isn't out yet. So as of this morning, we've checked all of the sites this morning. They haven't put the full detail out of how you go about it. And they are expecting that to be available towards the end of this month or maybe into April, until those full details are available for first-time buyers to properly go forward and apply for these mortgages. But all I would say is keep in touch with the broker. Happy to pass details to our broker and put you in touch with Kirsty here, and she can keep you completely up to speed as to when they are ready to pull the trigger and you can move forward with those mortgages and applications and start getting some more first-time buyers into the market.
That's really encouraging. I think it's been great news this week for the property market locally. Everyone's really pleased and really excited to move on.
That's good. Well, we'll be getting back to it. But thank you very much, as ever, for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed it. A little bit of a bite-sized bit of information around the budget this week. But yeah, thanks as ever. Enjoy your Sunday.
Good to see you. Thank you.